it feel to get a strong performance today after Saturday night?
Felt really good. Got a little bit of continuity, so.
What was the difference today? Going in?
We got stops. Obviously, we made shots. We made shots that we weren't making the last few games, but yeah, the most important thing was getting stops, which really helped us game transition.
Jean, the offense just was much more active today. A lot more speed, a lot more flow. Has that been a focal point in practice the last few days?
Yeah, we've been focusing on our spacing in practice and moving the ball and not being in the middle and allow people to drive the middle so we can create more space. So it was really good today. We did our job in offense and we got more shots. We got 21 assists, so it was a lot better.
Jean, how much easier is playing now that the big man's back?
Oh man, it's amazing. Oz is a very high IQ guy. He knows how to play, and it's easy to play with him. He knows his path. Like, he's always correcting us, and it's great playing and having him back.
And Oz, for you, everyone else from last year's team left. What impression did Tobin leave on you early in the offseason that made you want to stick around?
I mean, he's a very enthusiastic guy, and he loves basketball and loves winning. So that really, I wanted to win more. I like to win too, so that really did it for me.
And how did it feel to get back out on the court? Big ovation here at your home arena, first time back this year.
It felt really good, and we appreciate the support for a lot of fans.
Jean, would you say the game slowed down a little bit more for you these last couple of weeks as you've come on and started to affect the offense more?
I would say I've been finding more myself, like finding more the right shots and the spots so I could get a shot off. And it's been easier with the spacing now. The team has been doing a great job in the spacing, so it's easier to drive and create a good shot for the team.
Jean, 8 of 9 shooting today. What did it help your confidence today? Where did you feel confident shooting offensively?
It helped my workouts. I based on working out and creating game like my shots in the workout. So like it helped me a lot more translating that to the basketball game.
Jean, an interesting question here. How would you define your game to someone who really hasn't seen it? Because I've seen a lot of like really different, diverse, excellent skill sets from you. How would you define your game? What do you pride yourself on?
I really like getting to the hoop. I like driving a lot, but I found myself that I have to get a good shot so they can close out of me so I can drive. But I would say more like combo guard, shooting guard, and slasher.
Guys, you had a commanding rebound lead. Probably the biggest of the year, 37-24. What do you think that was thanks to?
Well, we talked a lot about in practice about boxing out and crashing the glass. So it's still an emphasis, and we missed some box out, so we still got to clean that up.
Yeah. It's just about coming back off of Saturday night as the one returning player, as a senior. What did you tell your teammates about resiliency coming off the game Saturday night, coming into tonight?
I mean, that game is over, so we can't get it back. We got to focus on the next game and the next play, which is something we really talk about a lot. Again, making the next play and not compounding mistakes, and that really helped us.
Thank you.
Last year you played on a team that pressed. This year on a team that pressed. How are they different?
Here we with this team we're unpredictable. We're more unpredictable and really aggressive. Mm-hmm. So that was probably a little bit different.
Played really well. I thought we set a tone in the first 4 minutes, which our older guys did, which we kind of went back to them this week and just said, hey, listen, if we're going to be what we want to be, like we need our older guys to perform and play well. And I thought they set a great tone in the first 4 minutes. We were up 12-5, and then we defended. We got loose balls. We were scrappy. We were tough. And we made some shots, obviously, but I thought the defense at first, they couldn't get the ball inside very easily, which was obviously a very good team at pounding the ball inside and being physical. So great win for us. I think we're showing some progress here. Practice has been better, so I think it's a good step in the right direction against a good team. We played all good teams, so there's no, I told the guys before the game we could play a lot of teams tonight. We just chose to play Colgate because Colgate's been in the NCAA 3 years in a row, and they're always very good. So I thought for us going into break, but more importantly, just for us to get a win against a good team and play how we played. One thing to win a game is to actually play as well as we played. Like we shared the ball, we were unselfish, the ball moved, we scored some points, so that was good. So great win.
Tobin, you talked about needing to ramp up the toughness after Saturday,
Yeah.
a 180 tonight. What impressed you the most? Can you point out anything specific?
Just what you used to be. There's a loose ball in front of the bench at one point, like Joel Brown dove for a loose ball, like just laid out. I don't think he got it or not, but like, that was huge. I mean, how many? You know, Oz is so good. Oz makes so many winning plays. Like how many rebounds did he tip out or block or shot? You know, block shots or challenge shots. He was talking a little bit of trash out there. He's so engaged. Like just a lot of those plays tonight that we haven't been making. So you could just tell we're a little bit tougher tonight. So I thought maybe that loss to St. Joe's might in a way help us. But you know, we got to see what we got to build on this. I mean, we can't do it once. We do it once in a while and then not. We got to build on this and get better. But it's a good win going into our next, our last non-conference game. Then we start conference play. So I thought Oz looked a lot better tonight. I thought Oz looked like his old self a little bit more tonight. So that was huge. And then the guys off the bench, man, Jean and JQ were good. Like Saunders was good. So that gives us we're 9 deep tonight. That's huge.
Coach, you talk about not trying to define yourself on making and missing shots, but when you make as many shots as you
Yeah.
are tonight, it's hard not to.
I mean, we're not going to shoot the ball that well all the time, obviously, but we also won't shoot the ball as bad as we have the last couple games. So it's somewhere in the middle probably. But I thought our defense dictated our offense a little bit more tonight. I thought the press was good tonight. We forced it to play. They never got comfortable in their offense. They never got comfortable making plays. I thought the point guard we did a good job on him. So I thought the defense was still really good. I mean, we rebounded too, which was great.
How do you build off of this going forward? You have Harvard next, and then you go into MAC plays. It's kind of like a sign of what this team can be.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've shown signs. The first time we've actually played this well the whole way through. So I think like I told you, like with Oz going out and now he comes back and it changes the whole dynamic. And I think that gave some juice to our older guys. You know, when you get beat and like I said last time, like I think guys thought this might be easier than it was going to be. You know, and it's not. It's hard to win at this level. So it's hard to win games at this level. It's really hard. So we got punched in the mouth a little bit, and tonight I thought we showed some signs of maybe punching back a little bit, which is good. But I think Oz being back kind of juiced up the whole crew.
You wanted to see more from the older guys tonight. Joel gets going, Don gets going again. How crucial is that?
Huge.
Forward?
That's the whole thing, right? Like we can't play our freshmen. Like we're not going to win a MAC championship or be a contender in the MAC or be very successful playing all freshmen. It's just not realistic. It's just they're young and they're all good. Like our freshmen are all very good, but they're not gonna, we need the older guys to play well and to play hard, to play tough, and they were that's how they were tonight, you know. And they've taken a lot of hits. Like people have given them a hard time. Like there's been a lot of you know what we say to them in a room is different than what is said outside. So it's like, hey, we know how good they are. We know how good they can be. So it's good to see that for their confidence, for our confidence. And I kind of told them at the start of the week, I said we're doubling down. Like we're going back to you guys, and I believe you guys can get us going, and they did. So that's good.
JQ's shot doesn't fall, but he's making plays happen. Otherwise, 6 assists, 1 turnover.
Yep.
Contributes to 20 on 31 makes overall. For him as a pure point guard, how much of a big step is that for him?
I mean, both him and JB were very good. Yeah, JQ's terrific. It was a birthday today too. So he's not making shots. He's missing those little jumpers in the lane. He'll start making those. But he found guys. He made plays. Didn't back down at all for anybody. I mean, their point guard is very good. He did a good job on him. I mean, this team, Colgate they went to Vermont, beat Vermont. They played teams tough. Like they've been in the NCAA 3 years in a row. So yeah, it was good for our guys to come out and play well.
And running the offense through Jean, do you feel he's starting? He said he feels like he's finding himself more.
Yep.
Do you feel like the game slowed down for him a little bit?
It looks like it, right? Yep. I thought he shot the ball well. I thought he passed the ball well. Yeah. No, I think he's playing very well.
What's the next evolution for this team? What's the next thing you're gonna try and get out of these guys?
Just keep getting better at what we're doing. You know. I mean, I think with how it happened with Oz getting back now, it's like we're almost in a way starting over. So it's like we have to keep on getting better at what we do. But I think like our defense was good. We were scrappy tonight. So I think there's a lot of potential here. But listen, it's never linear. It's never going to be smooth. It's going to be there are a lot more bumps in the road. Like we're not going to shoot the ball that well all the time. We got off to a great start, so we need to go win a game when it's tougher and grittier. We don't make shots and things like that. We'll have plenty of opportunities for that down the road.
This was the first time that we saw a lot more movement without the ball, I think, all year.
Yes.
What happened?
The ball moved. We passed the ball tonight. So I mean, we've been harping on that for a long time. It's contagious. When one guy passes the ball, then the other guys start passing the ball. So the ball moved a ton tonight. Yeah, it was great. It was great. Nothing. We didn't tweak anything. We didn't change anything. We just, I think guys are getting used to playing together a little bit, but more spacing. Like from a technical standpoint, like when Oz is in the game, because he can make threes and handle the basketball, he can step out. There's more room to drive, right? With Sully in there, and Sully does his part too, but he's a little more inside oriented, a little more around the basket. They can clog things up, so they had to come out and guard Oz, and that opens up things for our guys who can try the ball. But yeah, we passed the ball well tonight. We shared the ball. That was great.
Coach, I thought you guys might have a tough time on the board tonight, but it was the opposite. You did plus 13 on the board. What do you attribute that to?
We were just you could just tell we're just tough and scrappy and made plays, and like Dylan Saunders came off. The kid Keegan is a Patriot League preseason player of the year, and Saunders came in and he didn't touch the ball for 3 minutes when he was in there. So, and like Saunders is a pretty tough kid. So I thought overall we doubled him. We were unpredictable how we played him. We doubled sometimes, didn't double other times. Like guys started to get a feel for things with how we play. Like it takes a little more time because we let them play and make decisions, and so they're starting to make better decisions. And we besides tonight's game, we practiced really well. Like what's today? Today's Thursday. Tuesday was our best practice of the year by far, and you could just tell there's a little more life to it. So that was good. So there's just not beyond tonight's result. There, I think we're starting to make some. Like Oz just helps us. I can't stress. What's his box score? It's like he has 5 points and 7 rebounds, but his impact on the game is so much more than that. His impact on the team is so much more than that. He's a guy who's been used to winning. He's won here for his whole time. Like he just has winning attributes that he brings to the table, and that goes a long ways. And they get sick of listening to me after a while. They'll listen to a guy who's got 3 rings or whatever he's got.
Well, you had mentioned you're one of the players that do more talking. Is that happening?
A lot more. Yeah, a lot more.
Coach, after a tough loss like last Saturday night, who are the players that do speak up, show leadership? Is it Oz? Some of the others?
He's the one that you can tell the most. He's the guy that's most engaged, like listens the best, talk. Like Iona was better, JB was better. All those guys are better. We're only going to go as far as those guys will take us. Like JB's got to be good, Iona's got to be good. Like so, we're starting 5 older guys, right? They won't all be good the same night. We need 3 or 4 of those guys all 5 got to make a contribution. I thought tonight all 5 made a contribution, right? And then 3 or 4 got to play really well. And tonight, like I thought a lot of guys played well. So, and then the freshmen off the bench, the minutes were pretty well distributed. I thought for the most part, like JQ and Jean both played 25 minutes. Like those guys are good guards. So, I was very encouraged by that.
Does the team take any days off for the Christmas break?
Oh yeah, we're off for like the next 4 days. I think mentally we probably need that. I think mentally I need that. So I think we all need that. We lost to St. Joe's. We had a staff party. Our wives and girlfriends scheduled a staff party for the Sunday after the St. Joe's game. It was the most miserable holiday party of all time. We just sat around, hung our head, and just looked at each other like, what the hell's going to happen here? So I wish we had the party tomorrow. It'd be a lot more fun. But it was the most miserable holiday party of all time. My wife's like, you guys got to be more cheerful. I'm like, we just got our tails kicked by St. Joe's. So yeah, we'll get 4 days off, come back, practice the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and we play Harvard on the 30th. So one more non-conference game, then we go start. Then it gets serious again.
The status of Terrell Williams?
Yeah, he got hurt again, man. We're hoping he can turn the corner. He got hurt on the first day back, and then he got hurt 2 days later. So he just had some bad luck, one of those things. He's a muscular kid, like he's a big, so it's like there's more things he can tweak, So we're hoping. If we can get him back and playing well, that'd be huge. Because then you have a veteran guy, a more mature, older guy with those freshmen off the bench. Because right now we're going to all freshmen, right? It'd be nice to have a guy a little bit older off the bench too. So I think he'll get back at some point. That's part of everybody's got guys out though.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
We good?
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. A lot more